These are my first impressions of the Brighter Shores Milestones update. Welcome to the first session of the Brighter Shores tabletop RPG game. If you can go ahead and introduce yourselves, we can get started right away.
I am Galaxor XXX39, level 12 fighter, destroyer of gnomes, slayer of the dragon of Tortoleth, which I slayed with my sword.
Okay, good. And how about you?
I am the wise wizard of Sunscriber, heir to the throne of...
Okay, I get it. You are a mage. Good. Our story begins in the port of Adothria. You are chasing after a mysterious, red-robed figure. You start your journey in the Hopeward Town Square. 3 paths lay before you.
Left.
But...
I said left.
You find yourself at Old Street East. To your right is Tim's Alley, next to an abandoned shop, which rumor has it used to be the house of a famous enchanter. The crows fly overhead.
I attack the crows with my sword.
No, you can't do that.
With my sword.
No, you just can't, okay? You cannot attack the crows.
Skip.
What? But... No, you don't understand. It's a padlock.
I break the lock with my sword.
You can't do that.
Aha! I see. It is a magical lock. I use my spell of open way on the lock and roll for insanity.
It is a padlock that is next to the crow's name. It means that you cannot attack until you reach the next milestone. Okay?
A milestone, you say? What is that? Are you just making stuff up now?
No, I swear. You need milestone 1 to break the padlock. To attack the crow, okay?
And how do we find this magical milestone that unlocks the crow?
Here's the fun part. You take your level, divide by 50, carry the 3 and multiply the remainder by... subtract your level 3 times depending on... You know what? I think we're gonna need a scribe for this. Do we have a scribe in this group? I am not a scribe. I am merely a scribe's assistant. A subscribe, if you will. Okay, as you probably know, the Milestones update has been out for about a week now, and I played around with it for quite a bit. Here's my first impressions. Some things I liked, some things I really didn't like, so let's talk about both. I really enjoyed the double action thing and the fact that it makes the game much more involved and active. Also, the idea of making some activities more rewarding in terms of KP, XP or money was brilliant, and it will add a whole new level of theory crafting for those that want to push levels fast. Yes, the combat level up screen is also a great step forward, and the luck potions are definitely one of the best additions I've seen so far. In general, this update adds a lot of value for many different types of players, and I'm certain that both new and returning players will find plenty of things to engage with. Current players? Well, we're gonna have a tough time adjusting for a couple of days. I assume some will quit over it, others will think of England and push through, and others will immediately feel at home with the new leveling system. Personally, when I first logged in, the initial shock was a big problem. But after playing for a couple of days, it sort of clicked, and now I would not want to go back to the 500 levels we used to have in Brighter Shores Classic. I assume new players are gonna have a much easier time adjusting to it, and maybe returning players will see enough complexity and things changed to give it another shot. This is a much more relaxed experience and definitely a less addictive way to go about things. The 2 things I did find annoying were A, the fact that everything has a lock next to it, which feels kinda bad, and B. the combat locked enemies. The former I will probably get used to, even though I don't see myself becoming a huge fan of it. It makes me constantly aware of the fact that I'm playing a video game, and I'm not only engaging with the game system as opposed to the game itself, but also it just feels bad, man. I understand why it's there, but to me it feels like it takes something away from the game and the world itself. I am certain there are way more elegant solutions to this than putting a lock next to everything. The latter, however, is infuriating. I can understand it happening for materials and recipes, but for enemies? Definitely not. Combat is the main activity most people will play the game for. There is no sense of progression or character growth and power by simply removing a lock. I would much rather attack the wrong thing and get one shot than being safe because it has a lock next to it. It's like the game is constantly saying, "You're not good enough," even if I'm just passing by. I much prefer positive reinforcement, but I understand that some people might think of it as a challenge to unlock everything. An alternative would be to make everything available and just make it so time-consuming and unrewarding to do that it would not be worth doing. Or at least give us the option to not show those damned locks everywhere. In general, it ruins the feeling of being in the world and constantly reminds you that you are playing a video game. On top of that, it does not reward you for things you have already achieved. Instead, it keeps reminding you of things you have not already done. The new chef bounties and rarities are cool. The new ore and passive blacksmithing activity is also very nice, and you can definitely see the work that went into this update. Yes, it would be nice if when I'm buying hides from the vendor, it showed me the actual level as well, instead of just the milestone number, which makes it a little bit more confusing. I'm really looking forward to the dungeons, bounties and events, and perhaps having those available will make the new system click even more. All in all, it's a good update. Not much else to add, to be honest. Here's some other videos to watch if you're interested. There's probably a button to like and subscribe down there somewhere as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.